My next guest is one of the most gifted and versatile people I've ever worked with. He goes with me on our Israel trips, and he is beloved by our guest. He's a terrific singer, actor, inspiring speaker. He's a best-selling author. Would you welcome my friend, Ken Hartley. How long have you been doing this? When did you start?
My grandparents gave me a magic set when I was 8 years old. And I didn't tell any of my friends that I did any kind of magic until I was 22. So I've been doing it now. Yeah, because the goal in middle school and high school for me was to be below the radar. So
well, you must have been at that point.
I was.
Were they shocked when they later found out that you were a very accomplished illusionist?
They were. They actually had me come back and do a high school reunion.
No kidding.
And they said, hey, we heard that you did this. Would you come back and do that? And so I actually did that effect and several others at a high school reunion, and they went crazy.
Is there real magic, or is there an illusion and you create the sense that something is happening?
What I do is completely illusion. It's stage effects, it's sleight of hand, and for some of the effects that I've done in Israel, it's sleight of mind. We're playing with people's minds.
Are you saying that a mind like mine is so simple that it's easy to be manipulated? Is that what you're saying? Then, Ken, this interview is over.
I would never dream of saying that to you.
You do leadership conferences with John Maxwell. You've been on the stage with everyone that I can think of that does motivational speaking, and that's a big part of your life, is helping businesses, corporations, and churches to understand principles of leadership. You're an illusionist. You do all these things. And now you got this book called Leadership Illusions, which I think is awesome. 21 things that people believe about leadership that aren't true. So there are things that people think are leadership principles. Tell me some.
Leadership is about influencing from wherever you are. So when people tell me, I'm not really a leader, Ken, I say, yes, you are. There's people in our lives every single day that we influence. And if we allow ourselves to be a positive influence in their life, we are leading from wherever, the middle, the end of the pack, or the front. It doesn't matter, but the title is irrelevant with all of that.
Before we get away, I want to hear another one. What is another thing about leadership people believe that isn't true?
What you don't know won't hurt you. What you don't know will bite you very, very hard. That's something. And then a common one in a lot of places is just leave it alone. It'll get better.
And that's not true.
It's absolutely not true. If you take a brand new Cadillac, go out and buy it, and then leave it in your front yard for 30 years, and then come back and tell me how that is, it will not be good, because anything you leave alone like that will not get better. Well, the same is true of us. We have to be intentional about our personal growth every single day. There's something we have to be pouring into ourselves. As a person who works with these corporations and talks to them, I tell them, if you don't grow, your corporation is not going to grow. It starts individually, and it starts with the leaders in the corporation. They have to grow, and then the rest of their corporations do too.
This is fun.
Good.
And I think people are going to love it, especially pastors and people who lead anything, whether it's a business or maybe even just lead a family, fathers and mothers. That's leadership. And they'll find some great lessons. And I know you're available to come and make speeches and do conferences and all sorts of stuff. I was going to say, Ken is available to inspire and amaze your company, your church, your group. And you can order his just released CD of wonderful music, and then this brand new book we've been talking about, Leadership Illusions. To do all that, visit leadershipillusions.com. You also find him on Facebook at Ken Hartley Speaking, and on Twitter at Ken Hartley.